Hi, my name is Tracy Curtis, and I'm one of the gifted teachers at Pasco Middle School Center for Gifted Study. I want to thank you for taking the time to view this video, learn more about our program and what we have to offer. I want to let you know there will be a time for questions afterward, and then anything beyond that. If you have additional questions after this evening, you're welcome to contact me by calling the school or emailing me. I'll provide that information at the end. So the Center for Gifted Studies at Pasco Middle School is for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade for students who qualified as gifted. The students must be zoned for either Bayonet Point, Pasco, Cruz Lake, Gulf, or Hudson Middle School to attend. We do have a bus hub that will pick up students at Gulf Middle School and bring them to Pasco, if you are not zoned for Pasco Middle School. The application window is from January 6th through January 20th, and all applications will be submitted through My Student. And then later in February to the beginning of March, you will receive notification of your acceptance. Just so you are aware, we are an ESE service designed to meet the needs of our gifted learners. So while the application is available to you in My Student for School Choice, because we are an ESE service, our application is open year-round. And so once you are identified, or the students are identified as gifted, they qualify to come into our program. So we are self-contained. We have a group of self-contained classes where only the gifted students will be in the class. So during the second semester, for our 5th graders who's coming up to middle school in 6th grade, we have a process called articulation. And so with that, we reevaluate their EP, their education plan for elementary, and we set new goals for secondary school. And at that time, you also have the opportunity to select Center for Gifted Studies at that time. But we do encourage you to go ahead and get your application into My Student, make the process a little bit smoother, but I just want you to be aware that you do have that option as well. So a little bit about our school and the instruction that we have with the self-contained setting. A lot of people ask, like, what do these classes look like with self-contained? The students follow a regular bell schedule. We have 6 periods in the day. So with language arts, with science and social studies, the gifted learners are in a self-contained class, meaning that only gifted students are there. And then for math and other electives, they are out with the other students, so it gives them the opportunity to meet friends outside of just the team. And it also gives them the opportunity to create a family-like friendship with the students in the class because they are with them so much. Our instruction is based on the standards, and we connect it to larger concepts, all the while incorporating the education plan goals, which we'll get into more detail about what that is shortly. But all of the learning experiences are designed to use complex cognitive skills. Okay, we want them thinking critically, and we want them to use those good noggins of theirs so that they are growing and learning and not becoming stagnant. We teach a variety of thinking skills and strategies. And just so that you are aware, our students do have the opportunity to get high school credits with accelerated science, math, and foreign language. We offer Spanish at Pasco Middle School as well. Now, we want our students to build on their strengths. Okay, so this is the idea behind our education plan. These are the strengths, the things we're going to help them grow here. We look at the knowledge goal and questioning. We practice lots of research and exploring. We have critical and creative thinking opportunities. That's one of our goals here. And leadership. Leadership is really important to us because we do understand that these students are our future. And we want them to be well-developed, well-rounded in all areas. And so we give them opportunities to practice leadership within the small group. We also help them set personal, academic, and career goals and authentic products and performances. So that relates more to real world situations as they practice analyzing what's happening and provide some solutions with it. So real world, authentic type of products. So we do involve the students in monitoring their progress throughout the years with us. Because we do want them engaged in thinking about how they can improve as well. So our academics, we follow the district curriculum just like the other schools, but we also have the opportunity to meet their needs. So a lot of times the students need advancement and enrichment, a little bit more than just the basic ed classroom, which is what we do. But we also provide an opportunity to learn social emotional things. So many of our gifted students perform really high on standard tests, and some of them are internally motivated, some of them are not. Some of them experience emotional intensity or deal with empathy or might have extreme maturity morally. They become very self-aware in middle school, and a lot of them are very resilient, or some of them are still developing that need. So the idea is that giftedness is really more than just a test, okay? And so we really develop the students. We want them to be well-rounded in a lot of different ways. So we take the time to help them learn more about themselves and their characteristics and their talents and their traits. So this curriculum is embedded into the classroom activities. We schedule many lessons that have to do with like the examples I have here. Failure isn't an end. Sometimes we mess up and it seems like it's the end of the world, but we take those opportunities to go beyond that. And so we look at the benefits of it and how we face these challenges, and we understand that we're getting better. So we don't have to be perfect. We look at decision making and all the components that go into that as well. Okay. Now, one thing that I have seen with our gifted students in the self-contained class is how much they enjoy being with one another. They frequently tell me a lot that the gifted classes are their favorite because they are with their peers, people who think like them, and so they can get into a very academic conversation and not have to stop and explain much more because they just get each other. So that's a benefit. They have a mutual competitiveness. They really challenge each other in a good, friendly kind of way. It's fun to watch them interact. They take responsibility, and if one is more challenged than the other, they all rise to the occasion and encourage one another. By the time they leave our school, they are like a little family, and it's usually pretty hard for them to part ways at the end of 8th grade. So there's a lot of benefits to having these students together. Here's my contact information. The number here at Pasco Middle School is on the screen, and my email is tcurtis@pasco.k12.fl.us. This was pretty casual conversation, but I do want to let you know some of the good things that we have going on at our school. So I hope to hear from you. If you have any questions, please let me know.